Ladies and gentlemen, Ebro in the morning, Laura Styles. Rosenberg had to get out on another assignment, but we wanted to put y'all on to something that is so fire out here on Netflix. Joint called Supacell. My man Shawnee watching it. Me and my wife watching it. Yo, Laura, you ain't got into it yet.
This is why I'm excited to learn more about it.
We have the creator, the writer. Are you also the director, Rap?
Yeah.
Yo, his name is Rapman.
EP.
Now, Rapman, thank you for coming on the program. First of all, with a name like Rapman, what's your background for the audience?
So basically, back in London, we never used to have a UK rap scene like the way it is now. It was very American influenced, So I was always inspired by Pac and Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, and I'd always try to rap like them and sound like them and rap in an American accent. What we did have in the UK, even though we didn't have a good big rap scene, we had a sound of music called grime, which is kind of like, you'll be familiar.
Shout out to Wiley and Skepta and all of that.
Yeah, big all of them gets everybody. So that would be like you'll go on a block and people are doing their ciphers in their grime flow. Then you'll see me come around the corner and I'll start rapping in this American accent, trying to sound like Biggie and Nas. So it's like, here comes Rapman, man. Here comes Rapman. And it just was it was just a nickname that just stuck. So I remember when I was decided to make the transition from, even just if you call it from just into filmmaking, I was like, I'm going to keep the name. I'm going to keep the name and see how far I can go with this name just as a nickname, even though I got my full name. And I just ran with it, man. And it's just been my nickname ever since, to be honest.
So this show Supacell, 6 episodes available right now on Netflix. It's I think it's like still number 1 on Netflix right now, right? Like it's been number 1 for a while.
You know what? I think Cobra Kai might have came up and moved us. Literally yesterday. I think they moved us yesterday. Well, I heard, I'm not in London right now, but I think someone hit me up saying Cobra Kai dethroned us. I'm like, bro, if we're gonna get dethroned by Cobra Kai, I can live with that, They're like 4 seasons in.
Yeah, they're like 6 seasons in.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. We're a brand new show. But we had a good run though. We're still popping.
It's popping different level. And speaking of, you brought up Getz. Getz plays one of the super villains in Supacell, which I don't want to give too much away for people who haven't watched it yet, but I finished it the other day. I just want to say, I was concerned in interviewing you that I would give too much of the show away because it's phenomenal. So there's things I just want to...
I appreciate it, bro.
I'm going to need your help making sure I don't give too much away.
Yes, because that goes to my question, right? Because you know how some people have superhero fatigue when it comes to TV shows, and they're like, can you tell us what makes this one different?
There ain't no superheroes in there. They're just regular people with powers. This is basically what you would do if you got powers. I don't think you're going to go get spandex in the cape.
Right.
I don't think Ebro's gonna go and get a mask and try to stop the bridge from falling down. I think people from our background, we're trying to make our situation better first and foremost, then our people's situation better. Charity begins at home. So that's what the show is. There ain't all of the people are flawed, just like all we are. None of us are perfect on this call. So seeing normal people who have got their wants and their own needs and their own motivation get these powers is what makes the show unique. Because they ain't your traditional. If you're a fan of the genre, you've grown up now thinking, if I get powers, you get a cape, you save the world. But really and truly, that's not realistic. But we've brought into it over the last decades and decades of Marvel and DC and all these other great companies that are doing it. But it's not real. This is what you're watching this now. And you're thinking, this is what would happen if we got powers. This is actually really it. So that's why the show is unique, because it's not a superhero show. It's about regular people with superpowers.
So can we even tell the audience what Supacell is without ruining it, or
You know what though? You can't. But it's been about a month. It's been out 4 weeks. You kind of feel like you should have watched a little bit of it. I think and the narrative is really out there. That's
okay.
What really
so one of the most
exciting
exciting things for me is this is a specifically black experience because of what Supacell is, which is based on, having sickle cell.
Yeah,
and that's specifically a black a condition, and it's something that doesn't get a lot of research because it is specifically black. And so I don't know about in the UK, but here in the United States, that's a conversation that's been happening for a long time, for generations, around the fact that because it's not the priority population. Science and medicine ain't spending the money to actually do the research to figure out how to help people. It's gotten a lot better in the last, I would say, decade to 15 years. But for a long time, that was a big conversation. And I also wanted to just thank you for showing love in the show. Like black family, black love, healthy relationships. Young black people who don't have like musical aspirations. They just, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of shows, they show somebody young and black, it's always based around basketball, music, some sort of music industry, entertainment business. The characters in Supacell, they're, like he said, they're regular people. A delivery driver, a girl who works at a hospital, you know what I'm saying, and her sister, people trying to help their moms, a father that can't get jobs because he got in trouble, you know what I'm saying, and he's dealing with that, you know what I mean, like, and him trying to just be the best he can for his son. Like, I just want to say thank you, man. It's powerful.
No, I appreciate that, bro. It was important that the powers was always like a little caveat, man. It was always about the world getting to know a genuine British black experience in the UK, which as you will see, it's very similar probably to the experience in the US. But you don't see a lot of shows where you get to see a different side of what it's like to be black living in Britain, man. Like, they know us for our tea and crumpets, and even though that narrative is starting to change now, but
or even the last successful young black show, which was Summer House,
Top Boy.
Top Boy was based on selling dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's a part of it. That's a big part of London. I'm not gonna play that out.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's not everybody.
Yeah.
It's not everybody. It's not
everyone. And even if you look at you've seen the whole show, so you see when our young boys even try to get into it, they don't even know what they're doing. They don't know if they taste it. The ones they're actually. We're not born with a degree on how to do that. Like you have to learn it, like you learn everything else. So if you see our young boys in the show that are trying to venture into that world, they're inexperienced. They just want money right now. They don't know what they're doing. So I wanted to show the most realistic version of London you've seen. And honestly, take away the powers. That is literally South London. That's that whole energy, the party, the music, the people, how you get approached on the street. That's South London.
Well, I also, my lady said when the party scenes and the club scenes would come on, she was like, no, they did a good job. This feels like an actual party. Like, this feels like a party I want to go to. Because, sometimes you watch a TV show and the way they dancing don't match up with the beat that you hearing or some shit. And you're like, yo, what? And the music is mad generic. Like, you got gigs in the show on doing, he gave you records for the show or cleared records for the show. Who else? What other artists gave you records?
We got everyone. We wanted specific Southeast London rappers. Giggs is not only one of the biggest rappers in the UK. Giggs is the South London, like, the genuine when it comes to UK rap, because to me, Giggs is like what NWA was to US rap. He started like the gangster UK rap scene. So that song, in particular, Talking the Hardest, they call it like the national anthem in South London. Because if that song comes in the party, everybody sings word for word. It don't matter where you are. If you're in South London and that comes on, it's a salute. It's a salute because that tune changed everything. So everyone we wanted to put songs in the show, to be honest. Like the UK rap scene is pretty small, so we all know each other. But I really wanted South London. Like we got Digger D's music in there, obviously because Digger's a character in there. We deliberately didn't put Gets' music on there, but we put it on the soundtrack. I didn't want people to not think of. I didn't want people to think of Gets. I just wanted people to think of.
Yeah, you want them to think of the character.
Yeah, we got Put a Paper music in there. We got Shake. We got Wizkid. We got all the music that you hear. That's the type of music you hear in London. That's like we listen to UK rap, we listen to Afro beats, we listen to everything. So our house parties are predominantly our music in the house parties. So,
that's right.
And remember, when you see these shows and they're not genuine, it's because they're not done by people that have actually lived that real experience of South London. So it would never come across rap. But those are the house parties that we used to go to. So we would go there and the party's popping. Then the local gang would come through, and it's kind of like, oh man, energies will change now.
Like, damn,
you already know what it comes with. You know what I'm saying? It comes with their ups and their dramas, So I just wanted it to be as realistic as possible, and I think that's what's connected so well, especially in the UK.
What talk us or walk us through the journey to get this project done from you coming up with the idea because as you said you had aspirations to be a rapper and I was kind of but
Yeah.
how did you make this transition into writing and directing and creating a series and walk us through that.
So my first love was definitely music. You know, I remember listening to Life After Death and Ready to Die and All Eyes on Me and just thinking this is what I want to do. You know, I was so inspired by Biggie and Pac and Nas and Jigga and all of that. And I think, okay, this is the version that I can do. Like all they're doing is rhyming words over a beat. I can rhyme words, I can get beats. Let me try to do that. But what I realized was what I really loved of it. I love music, I still do. I'm a massive music fan, but I love the storytelling. Like I love Nas Undying Love. I love A Week Ago. I love Give Me the Lou. I love Teardrops and Closed Caskets. Those are always the songs that I would always replay and repeat. Always just the storytelling aspect, but there was never no music videos to these songs, bro. They do the video to Big Pimpin'. They do the videos to all that, but they wouldn't do the videos to the story songs. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do what I'm doing to try and replicate these guys, but I'm going to give people these visuals, these short films. They're like going to be music videos, but like short films. But I only done it in my neighborhood. I was known in my neighborhood. I wasn't known out of my neighborhood. So I'm thinking, yeah, my neighborhood would like it. So I'll come in with my name, Rapman, and you'll know me from it. So they'll be able to find it on YouTube. And it was just for fun. It was for love, but I didn't think you could actually get anywhere. So I'm doing that, and I'm doing it for years, man. And I'm doing normal songs. They get a little bit of traction. I do a story song. Everyone starts loving it. Normal song, not really loved. Story song, everybody's loving it. 5 years of this, my fan base is growing steadily. Like I wasn't even on Instagram. I had like maybe 1,000 followers on Twitter now. And then all of a sudden I done something called Shadow Story. And that was a 3-part. I done it in 3 parts. And that blew up crazy. So that went viral all over the UK. And it was like the game changer for me where I started getting approached by everybody, television companies, film companies, because what made it a big deal was there was a show called Bodyguard that was out in the UK, and it was BBC's biggest show for years, and it was the finale on this particular day. I'm not knowing that because I don't watch Bodyguard. I put Shower Story finale out on this same day. So when Bodyguard's trending, when I drop Shower Story on YouTube, just a little upload, it trends above Bodyguard.
Wow.
So now all the breakfast and the daytime shows next day are like, so all the anchors are like, so your kids, so you was watching this, it's a clip of the Bodyguard, but your kids and the rest of the world was watching this, and it was a YouTube Shower Story. Bro, that got all the networks messaging me. It got James Samuel, Jay-Z FaceTiming me in the middle of the night. Like,
and
so
how long ago was this?
It's 2018. 2018 I done that. So I signed with Rock Nation as management from there. And bro, everything just started changing. And then from with them, they was like, listen, we want to support you. What do you want to do? I said, I want to do a TV show. Like, cool. So they set up all of these meets with all of these TV companies all over Hollywood. I met everyone, man. FX, Hulu, ABC, everyone, Netflix. Only person that was interested slightly was Netflix, yeah. But they said, because you set your show, and this wasn't Supacell, this was another show. They said, because you set your show in the UK, you have to go back to the UK and pitch it to the head of the UK. So I went back to the UK, pitched the show there. She didn't love it either, but she said, look, I love you. I've seen what you've done on YouTube. What you've built on YouTube by yourself. We want to be in business with you, but just not on this particular show. So let's stay in contact until you got something else. I said, cool, let's stay in contact. I didn't take that serious, man. Coming from where we from, that's just like, I'll see you, I'll speak to you soon.
See you when I see you.
Soon, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
my people will reach out to your people and we'll do lunch.
Yeah, do lunch, bro. We know what do no lunches, bro. We ain't doing that. So I didn't even take that serious. The good thing was, though, in the middle of the time when I was doing all these YouTube shorts and Shower Story, I wrote a movie called Blue Story in between. So that Shower Story came out 2018. In 2016, I wrote this movie for Blue Story, another one of my YouTube short films, hoping that one day I'll get enough money to make it. So after Netflix declined my TV show, I had all these other producers like, what do you want to do? We want to turn Shower Story into this and we want to do that. I said, look, I've got this script that I wrote a couple of years ago. I want to make this. They was like, we'll do it. The buzz on me was so big at the time, they made it, like, sold the scene. Made the movie. The movie was like the 6th highest grossing movie of the year in the UK and the highest grossing of the genre of the all black cast in the UK.
Wow,
so it done really well. Man. I appreciate that. And then Netflix they came back out like, yo, can we take you to dinner? I'm like, yo, where's that free food at, man? Let's go. Let's go, you know what I'm saying? So we went out there, went for dinner. Long story short, they was like, "You got any new ideas?" And I'm just eating off this free food. Cause I made them take me to some mad expensive restaurant that I never went to.
Got that filet mignon.
Yeah, I'm having these prawn dumplings and all sorts. So I'm killing it off now. I was told them a show, some soccer show that I had. They wasn't really interested. Said, "You got anything else?" I said, "Some other show." I can't remember what it was. They wasn't interested. They said, "What else?" So he said, "I'm not going to be able to eat in peace." I said, "Look, I've got this other show. I don't know the details, but it's about people from my part of London that get superpowers. But they ain't trying to save the world. They're not just flying through the sky to stop civilians from falling off of bridges. They're doing real stuff with their powers." And they was just lit up. They was lit up. And that was 2019 now. Wow. So basically the pandemic hit early 2020, and then I just started writing it. Sent it to them, thing. They loved it straight away. Then we developed it. It took 4 years to develop, from development to green light. 1 year development, then 1 year green light it, then another year to shoot it, and then another year on post. I only actually finished the show in March. I was on it for 4 years, and the show came out in June.
Wow.
So, it was
that's
a long
an ill
process,
story.
No, free.
That's an ill story. Look, they call him Rap or Raps, Rapman. You'll see his name all over Supacell. It's so much. I gotta have you back on after we feel like everybody's already seen the show, because there's other shit I want to talk about. Because
you can't spoil it. You can't spoil it.
Yeah, but the way the show is, man, tapping into the government, taking advantage of black people, and just the whole shit. Shawnee, I know you even want to say something.
It's an amazing show. Me and my children watched it.
And I love that, because you can watch it with your kids as well. That's what I'm saying. So adults love it, children love it. You actually get brownie points if you sit your teenager down and introduce them to that show, because they're like, "Yo, Dad, that's."
So I was gonna watch it with Issa, but I was worried about the language.
The language is rough.
But I have a 9-year-old. His kids are older.
Yeah, my two sons are 12 and 15.
He got 12 and 15. I got 9, so I was kind of on the fence.
We binge watched it.
I wouldn't.
I went to go pick up my cousin the day after we finished 6 episodes. We finished the season. And he's super duper ghetto. He's like, "Yo, you know what song is fire? I mean, what show is fire? Supacell. Y'all gotta watch it. It's like 20 episodes." I'm like, "What? There's more?" So we start Googling. Yo, it's addictive. It's a very good show. Salute to you, brother. Salute.
I appreciate that, bro. I love that, man. Thank you, man.
When the next season drop? Because we only got 6 right now, right?
Bro, you gotta ask Netflix, bro. It's out of my house.
Yo, y'all bugging, bro. Y'all gotta, Netflix gotta line this right up.
Yeah.
Did you wait? So have you written the next part?
I know what the story is, so it won't take me long to write it. I know what it is, but the worst thing I want to do is when I go into a project, I give it my heart and soul. So I don't want to go into that tunnel, then get this phone call saying, "By the way, we're not going forward."
How are they? Wait, so they haven't actually renewed it yet?
Nah, bro, not officially.
Nah, they fucking tripping.
Yeah, because I
feel bro. Yo, man, tell Hov to call somebody. Where's James Samuel? Yo, James, Hov, what are we doing?
Call someone.
Someone needs to call somebody.
Yeah. Shake somebody down around this motherfucker, man. What's the light-skinned kid's name? Lil Speedy?
Rodney.
Yo, man, I love the scene you gave for that, man. Dealing with the racism and all that shit. I love that scene.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
I appreciate that, man.
I love with the son and the father, with him trying to keep him from joining the drug dealers and all that type of shit.
Andre,
I love
AJ.
Yeah, I love all that shit.
Those scenes were important because I've got a teenager, so I know what it's like to try to keep your teenage kid away from that world. So I wanted to portray that properly in a realistic way, sometimes it's what we don't do that affects the kids. What we don't say what affects the child. So that was important that Andre never actually ever shunned his son, but the things when he wasn't there to able to pick up the phone, you don't know what that meant to him, to that kid, when you wasn't there to open the door for him.
Right.
So things like that, man.
It made him change. He changed. His whole spirit changed, and
Yes, I want to talk about it, right? I don't want to give too much away. All right, man, the interview's over, man. We gotta go, man. We're gonna ruin it.
All right, when you're ready, man, let's do this again. I'll come to New York. Let's do this in person, man, because I think if they do press the button on the green, which it's looking like it's good, we can come and talk about like.
We gotta get ready for the next thing. No, because I'm telling you, you onto something, and you onto something, bro. You got something here.
I appreciate that, man.
You got something here that really like, and you've created, dare I say, you've created a universe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Skepta messaged me and said. Actually, imagine that he said you created a whole new universe. So that was nice to hear. So honestly, the possibilities to it are we can go anywhere with it because there's no rules. There ain't no comic book we got to abide by. We can make up these rules as we go along.
Yeah. Well, and since I already gave away the sickle cell part of it, that whole part of something that is specifically black is something that is a part of the whole black Pan-African diaspora experience.
Yeah,
like that's not beholden to one, community of black people.
No,
period.
No, there's Supacell in the Rapman universe of Supacell. There's people running around Brooklyn like that right now.
Yes.
There's people running around Manhattan like that now. There's people running in Nigeria like that now. There's people anywhere in my world. We ain't even touched the other country. We just done one bit of London. We don't know when we're going to the States. We don't know when we're taking it to Africa. We don't like Supercell is everywhere. We just follow these group of 5 people now. But that's Supercell. Anywhere where sickle cell is, where black people is, Supercell is. So,
yo, that's rap right there. That's Rapman, man. Go look at Supacell on Netflix.
Rapman.
We want to keep this moving, man. I appreciate your time, man.
Appreciate you having me, man. Mad love, man.